Hello and welcome to my channel. This one's a bit of a bits and pieces. Dave Clark 5. Anyway, where to start? Well, first of all, we were out shopping one day. Where were we? Probably in the Range, because I like the Range. And I spotted a rocking chair. A wooden rocking chair. I've always wanted my own rocking chair. There's just no room in here, is there, obviously? So I got one. And then I decided, right, I'm going to dress it. How can you even dress a little wooden rocking chair? I can. So, first of all, I decoupaged it with the napkins and some glue, glue, Mod Podge. Always get me words in the end. So I did that, let it dry. Then I thought, you look good. You want something to sit on. So, as luck would have it, I had one of my little squares left. So he sits on the square. Then I thought, well, what would I want on my rocking chair? I would want a cushion. So I made a diddy little cushion to go on there. And then what else would I want? Clearly a blankie. So I made just a little blankie for him, which tucks over there and sits down there with the cushion. Can't see it now, can you? There we go. So that was part one of bits and pieces. Just something that I saw and I thought, how would I like that? Well, I'd like it with a blanket on a nice carpet with a cushion. Item one of my bits and pieces. Item two of my bits and pieces, we were at the allotment recently, which is nothing, not unheard of. And it was the summer show. Sunday that was. Gone. But we didn't put anything into it, but we did invite Brother down. And Jackie and Glenn, being the family. And at the end of it, I said to Glenn, because he's my nephew, so you would expect, smaller than me nephew. Not at 26, you wouldn't. So we took a photo of me and Glenn. Can you see that without it? I hope it comes out. It doesn't look right to me on the screen, but I hope it comes out for you on the screen. So that's me and Glenn. Then the lady behind us, in the plot behind us, said, I've got loads of flowers, and I know you love your flowers. I'm going to pick you a bunch. Sounds good to me. And I kept the bunch. If I can bring them over without knocking them over. Look at these. No, these are just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the size of that white one. She grows glads very well. Very, very well. And she knows I love my flowers. So she kindly picked us a bunch, which now sit in the front room. So they were good. So thank you, Di, for donating some of your nice flowers for us. We grow flowers, don't get me wrong. We have flowers. But just not that many dahlias. And then, on my next part, we were down the allotment and we go and sit with a couple, Lynn and Roy. Whenever we get to the allotment, they're usually there before us, so we park the car up, go and sit with Lynn and Roy and have a good old chat, and then we'll go back to our plot eventually. And it's usually make a tea and have a bit of lunch and carry on. So Roy says to me, Lindy Lou, because this is what he calls me, Lindy Lou, I have a project for you. Oh, it rhymes, doesn't it? Okay. So what? in his younger days, he was a skinhead. He still wants to be a skinhead. You know, the 1970s, skinhead. And he says, a friend of mine saw an Action Man at the car boot and bought it for £2. I said, crikey, that was good. And he said, is there any chance you can redress him? Or what he wanted me to do was, if he gets the boots, apparently you can get Doc Marten boots for Action Man off of eBay. He said, if I get the boots, do you think you could paint them so that they're red with yellow laces? So I'm sure I can do that. And then he produces his Action Man. He said, this is the doll they're going to go on. He said, I know you like a challenge. Oh yes, especially where dolls are concerned. Anyway, the doll, the Action Man, came with that set on. That was his set. That was all that was on him, just those. So I said, right, well, you'll want jeans then, won't you? Can you make them? Can have a go. And you'll want a shirt then, won't you? Can you make that? Can have a go. And braces. So, with a bit of fiddling, because it's so small, this is what came out. It is Roy's Skinhead Action Man, complete with jeans that turn up. Obviously, he's not got his boots because we're waiting delivery of those. He's got his jeans with his turn-ups. He's got his shirt with his braces. Turn him round. There you go. Bit of a funny shaped bottom. He hasn't got any pockets, but he's going to be stood face on. So he doesn't really need pockets, does he? He's not going to be played with. Roy has a bike that he wants to stand him next to. The collar was a bit tricky. I couldn't quite get the collar of the shirts that they were wearing then, but he's got a collar on it. And it was, to be fair, it was jeans and braces, and the fact that it was a check shirt and rolled up, and Roy's happy. So he would be going down the allotment today. What I'll do, I'll see if I can find the picture of the bike that he's going to put it with. That's just, bear with me just a second. I know it's here somewhere. If I get the right app, it might help. Always helps, doesn't it? So, this is the bike on Roy's shelf that he wants him to stand next to. So he will be standing next to him when he gets his boots. There you go. That was that. I was just looking then, and the actual photo looked better if I had it on the angle. So I'm just going to bore you and put, where did me and Glenn go for the allotment? There we go. It was on an app. See, it's a case of not getting it in the windows, isn't it? There you go. Me and Glenn. Yeah. He's a big lad. He goes, Auntie Lynn, and he just snuggles you all in. There we go. So, bits and pieces. What? We've got one more bit for your bits and pieces. We've had the changing of the Action Man to Skinhead Man. We've had the pictures. We've had the flowers. And talking of pictures, she's been drawing again. Oh, and we've had the chair. Don't forget the chair. She's been drawing again. I do like to draw. And you can see up the top, I'm sure you can spot him as Muttley, because I just adore Muttley. But that was fun to do. Got a bit tangled on the bunnies, but I'm sure it's fine. So, yes, been pretty busy. So, that is all my bits and pieces for you. I hope you really enjoyed that. The machine's come on by the side of me, so you've got a funny glow on me now. Yes, never mind. I'm sure it'll go. But there you are. So, I shall say on that note, you stay safe, take care, give us a thumbs up, do subscribe. And that was a bit of a bits and pieces video for you. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye bye for now.